Hi everyone. We're down here at the Mighty Haw River. Got a lot of wash coming out because of the hurricane that was just through town. This is a little more higher stakes than what we're used to. Oftentimes we're just in little small creeks, but today decided to take a look at some of the big quartz pieces and some of the other pieces which are just laying here in the main part of the river. Now, of course, as you guys know, the villages of the area were built along these rivers. These rivers were the highways. The canoes were the SUVs. And looking right here, you can see perhaps a sculpture. Look at the lines that are on it. The textures. It is perhaps a big parrot with the beak up there. It's hard to see. I can see the bottom of the wing here. See how this is all one piece of stone? Up here, we can see a figurine. Very clearly. And more than likely on the top, it's going to be a bird head. We should come back to this spot to see it in all its glory, but you can see the mouth, the nose, and the eye right there. On the very top edge, just ignoring the portrait that's up there, we're going to have what looks like a bird in several different ways. You can see how the tail of the bird is coming back here, and you can see how the round head is done. There's a crowbar. Some of this stuff is really soft, so I kind of got to be careful. You could step in it and it just, your whole foot sinks in, so don't know how strong this stuff is. There we go. At least if a gator comes, I got my crowbar. See what I mean? Whew. Fascinating piece. Fascinating stuff. I mean, we knew that they carved the creeks and the rivers, but no one would have thought to this extent. At least I wouldn't have. Oh gosh. Is that? Huh. Remember, inside of these pockets, normally there are arrowheads and treasures. This looks like a nice little arrowhead here, little paleo point. Yep, you can see on the edge on there. Floated in probably. Beautiful little gemstones. I see a little tiny bird point there in the middle. You can see the little red stone underneath it. Beautiful gemstones, crystals. There's another beautiful bird point. See this little black one? These little tiny flakes. Believe it or not, that is a tiny little arrowhead. See it? The little green stones that are in here, very beautiful. Looks like some glass, some more crystal. Look at this. Do I think it's intentional? Yeah. That's a piece of crystal. You can tell the way it's chipped and carved. Got a little point on it. Probably breaking it. That's insane. These little treasures that are inside these little sockets here. Yep, I can definitely see the bird head. You guys see it? So you see how the beak is on the left-hand side and the clear spot for the eye. It's the tiniest little crystal bird head. Talk about a miniature, right? That's what's inside of the sockets of these, on the side of these giant rivers. Like I said, the last one we have, a bird head, it looks exactly like that. There's little tiny birds right there I can see in the black. Upside down now, but same ones though. We have the same ones in gold from the other site. Beautiful piece of quartz that still has some of the actual, bottom of it. So it's a two-tone quartz. Little symbols on the stones. Very awesome. Wow. Bunch more. This little green guy here is a little bird effigy. You can see the weird shape. See these red jaspers or agates. Little men. Little totem men. Is this the same thing? I found something very similar to this already. It looks like a petrified seed. And I didn't know what it was. I found it in the same spot. Not here along the Haw River, but at the site, which is about, 2 miles away from here. These little flat cutters are common. Little wedges. They almost look like teeth. More of these really beautiful crystals, like smoky quartz. Some more green stones, just tiny polished little gemstones. Wow, well there's a few here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in my pocket. I don't know how I'm going to keep this one alive, but I really want to try. So I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down and go ahead and get above the water level at least. But I just wanted to say hi and let you guys know that there's a whole lot to be found just all along your creeks and your rivers. Just go out and check it out yourself and be very surprised. All right, folks. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.